All right, good evening. That is 7 o'clock, so welcome. Today, we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. Instead of Dr. Riley plays games about the past, we will be doing a game from my past. And in this case, I am a child of the 80s, which meant I was at just the right age to be able to appreciate the golden years of Sierra. When point-and-click adventure games were all the rage, and it's been lovely to see they're kind of making a comeback at the moment, and therefore, I thought, why not play a game from my past? Relaxation here. So welcome to my playthrough of the first Quest for Glory, which is Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero. Now, I absolutely love this series. I probably play it, at least once a year. I'll play back to these. I so enjoy them. They're just an absolute blast. And I particularly love this first one, in no small part because it's just 1 second. It's just going to keep going through that. There we go. I'll bring that back in a second. I so enjoy this series because it was one of the first ones that really combined the point-and-click adventure mechanics that you found in the King's Quest titles with the RPG elements, the role-playing game, and the need to level up your stats and so forth. And so that made it a lot of fun for me. It made it highly replayable. The different classes meant there were unique experiences for each game. And so I just love these. The huge number was great. The jokes, the bad puns, they're just phenomenal. And I particularly was also a fan because it came, if you jumped into the series after the 4th game had come out, there was an actual anthology, sort of a guidebook here, things to do and places to go. And what I really loved about it is how narrative focused it was. It wasn't just like, walk east, click on this, click on that, but instead it walked you through the game as if it was a story. And sometimes I'll just read this because it's an absolute blast. And so I really loved it. And so for today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to begin the process of playing through all 5 of these. But we have to start with the first one. So here we go. Let's restore the audio there. That should be good. J506. Oh, the music. I know. Classic. There's a reason why this soundtrack ends up on my Spotify list for best video games. Alright, let's just see if I can get this back on my end. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to be the fighter. Yes, I want to change that. No, I think I need to go with the thief. Oh, boy. Does that look like that for everybody? I just saw the screen looks quite different over there. Let's see if I can fix that. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Jeez. Alright, no, if anything, I think we need to be the thief. Life is not fair, and I'm going to make it a little bit more fair for me. So we're going to go ahead here. So as a thief, there's a couple stats I need. Yeah, it's not full screen on my screen, but this is the joy of trying to copy off of DOS boxes. It sometimes doesn't want to translate as well. So I'm glad I got that sorted out. All right. So as a thief, there's certain stats I need. Obviously, agility, very important. It's nice to be lucky. It's better to be lucky than good. Climbing, throwing, both pretty valuable thief skills. You want to be stealthy. I'm going to need to be able to pick my locks. Otherwise, how will I acquire the things that I need to make the world a better place? Let's go ahead here. Fighting is going to be important, sure, but really it's going to have to come down to, how deftly can I get around? So, alright, there we go. And as for the name, well, in the official, unofficial strategy guide, they introduced the character as a man named Devon Aidendale, and I just loved that. And as a result, I don't know, I have a hard time naming him anything else now. It's just, when I play, that's how I like to go. So let's go ahead and get started, and we will begin in the quaint baronry of Spielberg. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. That mustache is killer. Absolutely to die for. With many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Now, he is a goon. Like, that's like a race in this game. So he's Otto von Goon. Good luck in your quest. It would be like if he was like Sheriff Von Human. It just seems weird to me. All right. So here we are. Let me actually move this screen if I can help it. Get it a little bit better situated. There we go. Okay. So the original of this was actually called Hero's Quest, and it came out in 1989. And it did have a mouse interface, but it used the parser system, which was very familiar to people who had played old text adventures. So you had to type in what you wanted to do, look at this, ask about that. And when they updated this, so the original was in EGA graphics, and in 92, they made the switch to VGA. So when they did the VGA sort of update, which is what this is, they replaced... Otto von Goon is having fun with his yo-yo. When they made the switch, they replaced the old type commands with a mouse system. So I can walk, look, interact, talk to. I'm not magical in any way, so I can't cast spells. I've got my inventory, all sorts of good stuff. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and crank the details. I mean, I don't know what that's realistically going to change. Fix the volume. I do want to up the speed just a little bit, because otherwise he can walk pretty painfully slowly. All right. And first of all, can we talk about this stance? Like, you're coming down fresh from the mountains, you're right into town, and it's just, boom! Square chest, wide arms, every chance you get. That's just the posture you adopt. I get it. That's how I pretty much stand every day of my life. All right, so here we are in Spielberg. It's quaint. It's adorable. Let's go ahead and talk to the sheriff. That seems like a good way to start life. Oh, and this has no autosave. This is way before that's ever a feature. So I got to make sure that I am on top of this 100%. There we go. Since I'm playing a thief, Dr. Riley steals things. All right. Let's talk to the sheriff. This is Sheriff Schultz. I'm Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Let's ask about Otto. Otto is a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. Gee. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. That's not a great quality you want to have in law enforcement. It's simple. When someone breaks the law and we catch them, we hold them prisoner. All right, I think we pretty much mined that. Let's see here. Let's ask about the town. This town was named after the barons of Spielberg. They used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all of the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. I am not interested in magic. Magic is icky and weird, and I'm not able to use it, so I won't spend a lot of time there. There's still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg, if you say so. Let's see. Some of this looks pretty important. Let's find out about that guild hall where the jobs are. The guild hall is at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Go talk to the innkeeper. He can help you there. What about this Baron you keep mentioning? Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. All right. I don't really care about magic. You mentioned monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about with monsters. He's had lots of experience with them. All right? And what I particularly love, and it's something that I sort of miss in modern games, is there's no minimap, and there's no quest page. Like, I can't just go somewhere and be like, what are my quests? What am I supposed to be doing right now? I have to figure it out. And look, I also, as much as I sometimes grumble about sort of modern games with like, oh, here's a highlighted thing on the ground. I just walk behind it until I get to where I'm going. Let's be honest about the size of this game, right? It's got like 30 screens. So it's hard to get lost. Or was it the most recent Assassin's Creed, the one set in ancient Greece? It's 90 square miles. If I didn't have somewhere showing me more or less where I'm supposed to go, there's no way I would ever get anything done, let alone remind me who I'm supposed to be seeing or talking to. But I do appreciate that games have started doing a sort of a middle ground to the sort of the old way, which was we don't tell you anything, figure it out on your own, to the modern hand-holding where it's like, don't bother to read the quest because none of it matters, which is a shame because the people who make these put so much work into the stories and into the flavor text and the dialogue, and people just clicking right through it in order to figure out, where do I go, who do I talk to, what do I kill, quest complete, give me the XP, we move on, rinse and repeat. I like that some of the modern games have started doing away with the go exactly here and do exactly this, and instead have started to make you sort of triangulate it, right? Your objective is in this region. Here's a landmark that you might need. And it lets you sort of have that fun again, I guess, of exploring, of hopping into an open world game and just picking a direction and being like, what's over there? Let's find it. So, all right, I've got the beginnings of a quest here. I know there's Otto, keep control of that thing. That's a dangerous weapon. We've got the beginnings of a quest. We know there's brigands around. We know there's monsters. The Baron's turned into a recluse. So we've got things we need to do here. Ooh, now we did mention Wolfgang down at the Adventurers Guild. Let's find out about this guy. Wolfgang down at the Guild Hall. He's the one to talk to about monsters. He's had lots of experience with them. All right, what about these brigands you've mentioned? There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week, got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. What is treasure? I can ask. Here we go. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. I feel like there's just increasing returns on this discussion tree here. What is danger? My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger, rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be Sheriff of Spielberg. What about this merchant who got robbed? The one who was robbed? Yes, him, exactly. He's staying at the inn, I believe. Okay. All right, so everything's telling me here. Check out the inn and check out the Adventurers Guild. So let's see here. This is the other great thing is, since I'm a thief, sneaking is pretty important. I can walk like a normal human, I can run, and I can sneak. And what's really great is there are just no negatives to sneaking. Like, nobody cares that you are just skulking around the middle of town looking like an absolute weirdo. And so we're gonna boost that score real quick. We're gonna sneak everywhere and take that straight to 100. And what I love is you do have a little tree here. I mean, look at that. Sneaking, my stealth is already up to 18. Just that little walking around town got me some stealth. So we're gonna push some of these stats as high as they'll go. So let's just go ahead here. All right. Here we've got the eye. which is in the world that Lori and Corey Cole have built. They're the husband and wife duo who created these for Sierra. The eye is the universal sign of magic. So anywhere you go in the world of Gloriana, playing a Quest for Glory game, and you see an eyeball, that is the sign for magic. And in this case, you've got the magic shop. Now, I will go in at some point and talk to Zara, because I'm going to need to know more about this world. But I'm not a magician, I don't cast spells, so I don't really need much from her. So here's a nice looking little house. You've come to the end of the main street, the town walls to the south. You have an eerie feeling that someone, or something, magic shop, is watching you. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. I will never get tired of this game. I will never get tired of playing this game. Alright. She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Alright. You can figure these out. If I try shaking her. The old lady is sleeping so soundly that no amount of shaking will awaken her. Yikes. Alright, she is out cold. I wonder if she's that sound of a sleeper at night. I mean, I am playing the thief after all. So judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the guild hall. Alright, so let's go in. You mentioned that this is the guy to talk to about quests, so let's find out here. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Is there, like, a carbon monoxide leak in this town? Why is everybody asleep in the middle of the day? Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is something else, sort of a series of running jokes that they tend to do. Is the moose head seems to show up in every game. Antwerp's pretty unique and weird. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The Plaqueweeds, Antwerp, slain by two guys from Andromeda. And the other thing is Sierra. They just littered this game with references to their other IPs. And I mean, why not? You know, there's King's Quest references, there's Space Quest and Police Quest and, you know, Castle of Dr. Brain and, like, you name it. But they just littered this game with their references. Though, interestingly, they did have to change the title. So when this first came out, it was actually called Hero's Quest. And that was in '89. But that same year, Milton Bradley did a co-venture with Games Workshop, the people who do Warhammer and Warhammer 40k, to create a board game called Hero Quest. And the two have nothing to do with each other. But Sierra never got a copyright on Hero's Quest. And so rather than have this whole thing, because Milton Bradley did, and to avoid confusion, Sierra just changed the series name to Quest for Glory. And so in all the others, it's now Quest for Glory. But originally it was called Hero's Quest. And there you go. Now the music is done by Mark Siebert. And if you are a Sierra fanboy or girl, you will recognize that name. He is responsible for a lot of the music that came out of Sierra in the early to mid 90s. He has given us the sort of the continuity of musical themes between Quest for Glories 5 and 6, and he actually does the music for the first 3 games for this series, Quest for Glories 1, 2, and 3. With 4 and 5, they actually went with different people, hence why there's a little bit of difference in the theme and the tone of the music there. But I mean, just like listen to this Guildhall music. I could just sit here for days. All right. So they mentioned a jobs board. Let's take a look because I am an adventurer and I need work. Ooh, look at all these quests. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle. Alright, well, I was planning on going to the castle anyway, but now I have a monetary reason to. Inquire for return of lost ring. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Alright, so there's a healer somewhere in the nearabouts. I must find this person and return a ring. Get us some money. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has habit of laughing continuously. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Alright, so the brigands have a warlock. Wanted, brigand leader. Description: unknown. Appearance: wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title Hero of the Realm. Oh, I like the sound of that. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Alright. Notice, spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. So, I'm getting some pretty strong vibes. The healer is the place to be. Let's go find out what this person wants from us. This picture seems to have been here for a while. This poster. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Alright, so we know the healer needs some things, and we know that the Baron is willing to shell out a ton of money for information about his missing kids and the brigands. We've got our quests. Look at that fireplace animation. Can you just, there's something that's really remarkable about these old games, and that's just the hand-painted scenery that's then scanned so that the sprites that the player and other people use can walk around on it. And it's one of those things that, these point-and-click games often had a little bit of a giveaway when something was interactable. I mean, if you look at the fire, if you look at me standing there, totally not unsuspiciously, doing that, or the sleeping Guildhall Master, right? The color is a little different. They look a little off. It's usually a sign that they're interactable. But that's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And look, not saying that the work that goes into making modern games is not hard work, and that, you walk around Skyrim or, AC Odyssey, it's beautiful. It's incredibly well done, but it's different. It's different, and for someone like me, the nostalgia is very strong here with these hand-painted backgrounds. So alright, let's take a look here. We've got some book and quill. Oh, my score just went up. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. Of October? Nice, nice. The other pages record the exploits of the great adventurers of Spielberg's past. The name Wolfgang Abentur and Baron Stefan von Spielberg appear most often. Well, Wolfgang is... Wolfgang. Why am I saying it like that? Wolfgang is here, and the Baron is holed up in his castle, so... You know what? You sign your name in the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. I am here to be an adventurer. Now, let me talk to this guy. Let me walk like a normal person. I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It's so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. That is, boy, you and the sheriff are just exposition machines. You're just telling me everything the second I show up to town. Oh, was that it? Were you done? Alright, let's talk here. I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Okay, here we go. I am Wolfgang Abentur, the guildmaster of this hall. I'm supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. Way ahead of you, buddy. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into too much trouble, but I don't get out much now. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. I'm just anticipating everything you're telling me, buddy. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. It's actually kind of really sad. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? No, you have not, because I have not met you before. Yeah, we were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. A little tea here. Alright. What about monsters? I was told to ask you about monsters. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetars, mantrays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. What about goblins? That's a pretty standard staple of adventure games. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. What is a cheetar? Cheetars are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Oh boy. Over on the wall, over there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Okay? Alright, well I did deduce that. Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Well, this is great. I'm going to be heading that direction anyway. Kill multiple birds with the same stone. Just keep going. Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands, it has just been one thing after another. Tell me more. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said he goes nowhere and sees no one. Now, there was a hero, and worthy of the name Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign Bernard's body was ever found. No sign of? Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky-blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. Oof, it's a little awkward. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and away with her. Okay, so 10 years ago, the daughter went missing. 5 years ago, the son went missing. That's a long time to not know where your kids are. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester, Yorick. Oh, Yorick, I know him well. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Okay, tell me about Baba Yaga. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave his valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. A hero? A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. I like that. I've always liked that message. Alright, what about these brigands? There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leader of the brigand. You should read the bulletin board for more information. Brigands. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he is just the sheriff of this town. Hey. Yeah, that sheriff is hard work. Don't knock it. I like Otto, even if he is a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. Oh, jeez. Also, what's with the racism against goons? Goodness. Alright. I think I have what I need. If you don't mind, I'm going to go back to super posture. Ooh, that conversation netted me a little more score. Good. Alright. They mentioned I should at least talk to the magic person and check it out. Let's see here. Ooh. Looks like the sculpture of some weird bat creature. The coals are glowing. There are a few Dead Sea Scrolls, a couple of Red Sea Scrolls, a C++ scroll written in assembly language, and others even more esoteric. This game. The burning incense fills the room with a strange, fiery scent. Hello? I'm here in your shop. I'm in the magic shop, creeping around. Oh god, the statue moved. Oh, that's quite the entrance. She is practically falling out of her robes. My gosh, woman, put on a proper outfit. I am Zara, and my companion is Damiano. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. Magic. That is not me. I am not skilled in the use of magic. I do steal things, though. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. That is my Damiano. This is a pile of coals. She's very direct. Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Delicious. We are people of power and magic, and live in the forests far beyond the mountains to the west. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magic scrolls. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spell casting, the greater you shall become. I, alas, am powerless. I can't cast any spells. What can you do for me? There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Well, that's pretty convenient. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places. An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by the aura cast by the great spellcaster Irana. And here's the first reference to someone who is going to be referenced repeatedly throughout the series, and that is Irana. And her fate is actually like retconned a couple times and what ultimately happens to her. But as far as we know in this thing, she is a powerful spellcaster who has long since died. Well, look at that. Irana is a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects this town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of town, and it is a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Irana's Peace. Chapel 216. When do we get to walk again? We're going to be spending a lot of time walking, or, that. That's about the best we're going to get. But very soon, we'll be back to moving around. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here. Erasmus has his house on Zauberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here. Alright, we've mentioned Baba Yaga before. She's a powerful and wicked hag. Oh, jeez. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielberg when he tried to drive her away. I've heard this curse before. This is Baba Yaga's curse, cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Gotcha. Let's find this out. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. Alright, so we're adding more items to the to-do list. I need to go see Erasmus about the curse. I need to find a way to deal with the brigands. I need to locate the Baron's kids and keep an eye out for monsters because apparently they're everywhere. And I need to go see the healer. So chat, make sure you're keeping track of all this because I'm not going to remember any of it. Oh, wait. I can ask curse twice? Erasmus makes a point of studying the effect of magic upon mortals. There is little about magic in this area that Erasmus does not know. Sounds like he's pretty useful then. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs. And you must know the rhyme to enter. Maybe fix your spine, something clearly wrong. I mean, when I need to sneak around and not be noticed, I definitely stand exactly like that. I mean, nailing it perfectly. I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut and therefore do not know the rhyme. Okay, so if I'm going to find her and confront her, I need to know the rhyme to get to her hut. I think I've had enough of you. Very inconspicuous, Jackal. Day 506, yes. Very much so. Don't mind me, this is just how I move. Now I ran today, and I don't feel half as tired as I feel like I would be if I tried to walk around like this. By the way, what time is it? It's mid-afternoon. Oh, tons of time. Well, let's go see about finding this healer. Wait for this music. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. And I love that. Let's stand up proper and really appreciate. There we are at the gate. Hero at the gate. There's it never plays that music again. That's a one-time thing when you leave town for the first time. So here I am. I'm outside of town. And they said the healer's cottage and the castle are both to the north, so I think we should go that way. Let's take a quick look here. Stealth is already at 41. Skills in this game cap at 100. I'm gonna be so stealthy because I just walk around everywhere like that. Oh, it's gonna be great. Don't mind me. We're just, walking like normal people. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. Alright, so we got a couple things here. The house looks cheery and well kept. It has the sign of the healer above the entrance. Alright, well that was pretty easy to find. What are you, my noisy friend? This creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Oh, and there's a glint. It's made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, probably stolen from the healer's garden. There is a bird-like creature sitting in the nest. You get no response. Well, I tried. Alright. Remember, there's no autosave, so Dr. Riley steals things 1. Okay, here we go. Let's try creeping into this nice person's house. You politely knock on the door, while still crouched. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in." Oh, it's another one. The fragrance of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odor as you step into the healer's house. Gosh, I hope it's not her. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. Alright, so here's a possible revenue stream. We're going to get some spell components and sell to this person. Which, by the way, I hadn't looked really in my inventory yet. Let's see what we have here. 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. Not a ton. 5 food rations. My leather jerkin. I have 1 dagger. And I have 1 lockpick. You are now carrying 24 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you've picked up along the way. You can carry up to 45 pounds of equipment without getting a severe backache. To steal a line that I did not create, nothing encumbers a game like an encumbrance system. So I'm going to have to make sure I'm balancing what I'm carrying against how much I can carry. So let's go ahead and talk to the healer. Am I just creeping along? Alright, spell components. Spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now she needs some of Irana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetar claws. I will be happy. So the things I was specifically told to watch out for and avoid, now I have to extract body parts from them. That's just great. I'll be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I will also buy back any empty flasks that you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. Oh, well, that's nice. She's like a bottle redemption center. That's phenomenal. All right, so tell me about these friggin' things you need. The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day, and so they're found only at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. So you're not even going to give me money that I can then buy a potion, you're just going to give me potions. Right? Cut out the middleman. Makes sense. I use flowers from Irana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. And then she'll sell seashells down by the seashore. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Irana's Peace, which is not the first time I've heard that mentioned. It is a very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Alright, so we're going to go pick some flowers. What about claws from a cheetar? The cheetar looks like a cross between a panther and a man. So like a centaur, but a cheetah. But if it's a cross between a panther and a man, shouldn't it be like a pantar? Right. Unless you are she's moving on without me. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. Ooh, okay. Now, what about this flask? I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me so that I can use them for more potions. Nice. I like when places have like a growler system where I can just bring in my own jug and they'll refill it for me. That's nice that she pays me for that. Alright, so potions. I make and sell healing potions, power potion, vigor potion, and undead ungent. Oh. Oh, sorry, I misclicked. Sorry. This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. Alright. Vigor potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina. Stamina is a measure of the energy the body uses as you work or play, or endure a tedious conversation. I don't need power potions because I am powerless. Zara made that very clear to me. Undead Ungent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. Well, that's good, because I hate zombies. It doesn't last long, and you should use it near where you... It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. Alright, so only apply it right before I encounter the undead. Keep my eye out for them. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I am just known as the Healer. Well, most people call me Woodcutter, but, yes, but what's your name? In this case, she has one. It's Amelia. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. I'm going to assume that P is silent. Oh, that's my pet, Terry the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. The heck is a pterosaur? They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. Oh. Now that ring you mentioned. My ring is shaped in gold, like a braid of the herb athelas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. I will give 6 gold to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. That's a very specific college, right? Like going to the College of Math. It's a lot for just one subject. We probably should have double majored. Alright, what do you know about the castle? You can see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Alright, that's enough. So she lost her ring. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I will give a reward to the one who returns it. You mean the thing we just spoke about like 10 seconds ago? I'll keep my eye open. So she mentioned that her ring is shaped like twigs and leaves. Athelas. Kingsfoil. And earlier, we mentioned that the nest was made out of things that looked like it had come from the garden. I'm going to go out on a limb, as someone who's played this game probably once a year for 20 years, and assume that the ring is in the nest. So there's a couple ways I think about going about getting this, and since I am a thief and climbing is a pretty important skill, I think I'm just going to climb up and take it. Nope. It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree, which I clearly do not have. It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Oh! Good thing I just developed a lot of skill and practice. Sorry there, Teresa. Didn't mean to scare you. Alright, so let's go ahead and save. Dr. Riley steals things. And let's see if we can do this without killing ourselves. Oh! New information. The nest sits on the branch. In the nest is an object which appears to be a ring glinting in the sunlight. Let's go ahead and inch our way across the branch here. Nice and slow. You carefully bend down and reach into the nest. In the nest, you find a gold ring. You take the ring and move carefully back along the limb. Well, that tree shuffling animation is just amazing. We're just going to get a little shuffle here, and then we're going to come right back. That's good. Made it. Now back down the tree. This tree takes a lot of skill to climb down. Alright, so let's go ahead and check what that did for us. Climbing has gone up a few points. Oh, and our stamina has gone down because we were climbing. Now, this game has an interesting mechanic. When you're in combat, you do have to pay attention to your health, obviously, but you also have to pay attention to your stamina. So you can't just, cheese attack, and hope to win. Because if you run out of stamina, unlike a lot of other games where you then start to lose health, or your actions become sluggish, you just die. So if you run out of stamina, you just drop dead in this game. And I have definitely killed myself by trying to climb one thing too many, not realizing I was at the end of my energy. And I apparently just work myself to death. J Lyman 06 says, yikes. Yes, exactly. So it's something to keep careful track of. And alright, but let's take a peek. Oh gosh, the wrong screen. What is happening? Let's take a peek. There we go. You have 1 gold ring. It weighs 0.1 pounds. That's the only information they're going to give me. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and assume this is her ring. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, she reopens the bolt. Come on in. Well, what can I do for you this time? Drop that attitude is what you can do. Now, look, I have something for you. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed it. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. That wasn't in the original discussion. I'm so glad. Phenomenal. Well, wait, I got no control. No! She kissed me! Alright. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. And, yep, I totally dropped the crouching. We're just gonna out the door. Woo! Yay! So now... Oh, we are flush with cash! 10 gold, 10 silvers. It's a thing of beauty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, we got our stamina back. Oh, sunset approaches on day 1. Well, let us be on our way. Let's go up to the castle. My name is Carl. Oh, my name is Carl. I guess that makes sense. We're looking at him from the ground. We're going to see right up his nose. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Good, I was really nervous this was somebody else's castle, and I was in the wrong place. What, J506? What happened to his face? You know, sometimes when you're a guard, you get mace face, or you've just been hit one too many times, and it's just not a good look. Oh gosh, I'm missing my whole... Oh gosh, let me ask that question again, because I was not paying attention. The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. All right, I'm always looking for money. Tell me about the Baron. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Loss? Question mark? 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Then I have a chance to ask about the curse. I love the redundant information built into this game, because if I hadn't gone straight to the guy and asked him, I could go to Wolfgang and asked him, I could come here and get a lot of the same information, and at least it's all consistent. Everyone seems to agree on the timeline. That's very important when you're searching for missing people, is finding out exactly what happened and when. So, all right. What's your take on Baba Yaga? This power for ogress. Oh, so he uses the gendered of ogre. Oh, Zara didn't do that. Is the cause of all of the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Hey, where are you going? The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. Oh, perhaps that's the need for this undead unguent we've heard about. When he then sent the baronial guards after her, that's kind of a cool, like the baronial guards, only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron, thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose, all that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Oh, she inked him. Terrible. What about the guards? The Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Ooh, right, you mentioned rewards. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand warlock, there is a reward of 50 gold. That's not what it said at the post on the thing. They only offered 30 for the warlock, so I'm glad you've upped it. For the capture or death of the brigand leader, there is the reward of 50 gold. But according to the Adventurers Guild, it was 60. So have they downgraded how much they want the leader? And the title Hero of Spielberg. Well, look, I do like titles, but I am playing as the thief, and I like money more. All right, let's try getting into the castle. Just a minute while I raise the gate. Where does the portcullis go? Because it definitely should be somewhere above him. Maybe it's one of those folding ones, like it collapses in on itself like a garage door. Alright, so he's mentioned the stables needed work. Ah, the stables. The castle stables look like it'd hold about 6 horses. That's not an awful lot for a baronry, I feel like. It could use some cleaning up. To the northwest, you can see the castle's central keep. Hello, horsey. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. Nay! Ha! Phenomenal. Creeping in the stable. Oh! He caught me. You looking for some work? I'm very suspicious when an NPC doesn't have a portrait. You know, every time you talk to an NPC who's worth talking to, they have a face. This man has no face. He's clearly a doppelganger impersonating the stablemaster. Or it's biting commentary on how important stablemasters are to the realm, which is not at all. Yes, I am looking for work. Good! Come in here and take a rake. My favorite animated scene. Listen to that working music. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now! Whoa! Sunfall's quick in Spielberg. Okay, come over here. The stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Gee, thanks for that. The night is still young on day 1. Come on here. W. Clinton 84 is joining the stream. Welcome. Alright, stableman, what do you got for me? The work is simple. Just grab a rake and clean this place up. So if there's not many horses left, who is it who's making all of the filth? Am I raking up stablemaster poop? My headcanon is that I'm raking up stablemaster poop. You get 5 silvers each time you clean the stable. 5 silvers. 5 silvers each time you clean the stables. We used to have some of the finest horses in the north, when the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Well, cut the guy some slack. He lost both his kids. And from the sound of it, most of his guards. Now we just have this one outside and the 2 in here. Oh, okay, so there are other horses. They're just not visible. Those things scare me silly. These monsters terrify me. So what do you think about Antwerps? Ha 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 ha! Ho ho! Oh boy, oh boy. The old stable used to be twice this size before it burned down. This is fine with so few horses, but it is rather small. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's kind of a small stable to have for even a video game baronry. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Yeah, you're outsourcing your only job to a complete stranger. Well, I'm here. It's night. Let's take a look-see at how we've done today. Whoa! Nighttime makes the experience screen wonky. My strength is up because I raked out the horses. Good, honest farm labor will always build muscles. My vitality is up. This is great. Although my health is kind of down. Yeesh. Oh, no, my health is actually higher than it was. I was at 10 of 10. I'm at 11 of 13. That's phenomenal. All right. Go ahead and let's sleep all night. You curl up on some clean hay and get some rest. Delightful. You awake as the sun begins to rise. It is a rude awakening, however. What do you think this is, a rest home? Get to work, now! And we're back at it. Why I like to work right before sundown is you double dip. You get paid, you sleep for free, and you get paid again. I'm 10 silvers richer after I do this. So efficient. It's like I've played this game before. Okay, come on over here. I love his jaunty posture. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, shoulder forward, arms back, just passing out money to the random dudes working at his stable. I would listen to what this guy has to say. All right. John, you're obviously the kind of person that reads PowerPoint slides, aren't you? Well, W. Clinton, I believe in making sure that this is an experience for all, and that includes the auditory as well as the visual. Don't want to just assume that everyone's reading. Oh, look at this dashing fellow. That was quite the little dance. Are you done? You got any more? If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face. Wow. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to assume this man must be the weapon master. I am the weapon master. Yes, but what's your name? Well, most folks just call me weapon master. Expert swordsman and trainer. Mm-hmm. And how long have you been weapons mastering? The sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength. Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something more interesting. I think Hammer wants the pants back. I'm the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper? Phenomenal. Very nice. What about fighting? Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of muscle strength and the agility of control. It is an art in outwitting and outmaneuvering the opponent. I am, of course, the skilled artiste. Do you fight? Yeah, I'll fight you. I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. However, the combat style I teach relies on the subtle alteration of strike and parry. As I observe that you have no skill in the use of parry, you would receive no benefit from my lessons. So the weapons guy is only for fighters. I'm unfortunately a thief. And even though I have weapon use and dodge, I got a big old 0 for parry. So I'm just going to slink away there, tough guy. Da, 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 da. Go back to being an artiste. Oh, I got to let the garage door down again. All right, thanks, Carl. Da, 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 da. Actually, so there's other ways to get the ring. And that it use thief skills, and one of the most obvious is to throw rocks at it until it knocks over and breaks, and that's the way you have to get it if you're a fighter, because it seems very thematically appropriate. Throw things, nest fall down. But we are the thief. We have a bit of delicacy here. I do not need to destroy something to extract value from it. And so that is why I have left the nest intact rather than throwing rocks at it like some sort of psycho. After a moment, you hear the bolt slide open. Come on in. Thanks, Amelia. I realize I don't have any vigor potions, and rather than work myself to death, I want a couple. So let's see here. Go ahead and get my monies. You may buy stamina potions for 20 silvers. 20 silvers. Okay. Whoa. I hope this will help you. So what's the exchange rate here? How many silvers per gold? 9 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. So it's really 2 gold pieces per potion. Okay. So that I don't want to go crazy. 1 vigor potion, 2 healing potions. Just look at that. These little icons. Aren't these just the cutest? I love this art style. Okay, good. 2 and 2. Do. All right. So I was told that north of the cottage, well, almost north of the cottage, is where I find Irana's piece, and I need to get some flowers from her, since clearly potions are going to cost me a tiny fortune. I mean, I'm a thief. I should just steal some. Oh, the centaur stops raking as you approach. So we have cheetars and centaurs. I wonder who would win in a fight. Whoa! Oh, hey, buddy. I am Heinrich. Oh my gosh, Ferdinand Ferdern. I live in town with my daughter Hildy, who sells our produce on Market Street. Tell me about Hildy. Hildy is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. Okay, see, I didn't make it to the other side of town, so I missed the farmer's market. The produce is not of the finest this type of year, but you will not find better than Ferdern fruit come harvest time. That's what the commercials always told me. Tell me about your farm. I can grow enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. Well, that's convenient. You should see this field during the summer. What do you know about the Baron? I'm sorry, I know little about the Baron and his family. Well, what good are you? What about the brigands? The brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter, and my hooves are deadly, but there were too many of them. My right leg was broken, and there is no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of their leader, I would be dead. Oh, okay, so now we're getting some new information here. Tell me about the leader. The leader came up after the brigands attacked me and forced them to stop, ordering them not to hurt people from the town. So robbing from them is fine, but hurting them is where the brigand leader draws the line. That's good, because I'm of a very same mind. Then, to my amazement, the leader gave me a healing potion and had me carried to the healer's house. It was hard to judge the leader, whose face was obscured by a large helm, but there was compassion unlike what one expects from a brigand. Perhaps you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them. All right, what about the healer? The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. I'm figuring that part out. All right. Well, that was fun, but I am off in search of Irana's peace. Oh, pathfinding. I got caught on the centaur. A monster just wandered by. You hid in the bushes until it passed. And that, my friends, is the power of stealth. Just gonna keep on sneaking along. Now, if I was really a good thief, I would have bought an extra dagger or two, so that I had something to throw at someone. As it is, I only have oh my gosh! Well, I didn't manage to outsneak him, and I am now being followed by... Uh-oh, this looks like one of the brigands that have been terrorizing the valley. Better hope his friends aren't around. Yes, one-on-one, he's not so bad. However, I am not in a position to fight him anytime soon, so we are just going to do the very heroic thing. Wait a minute, run! We are just going to run. Turn! Don't just keep going straight. Gotta outrun the brigand. No, we went too far! That's big! Let's go this way. Okay. Well, the tranquil music lets me know that I'm safe. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. The tree is glowing. The tree's blossoms are soft, green, and fragrant. Uh-oh, my mic is cutting out. That's terrible. I'll see what I can do about that. Halloween Danger, thank you for letting me know. How am I doing now? I suppose I should talk if I'm going to ask. How am I doing now? Any better? Alright, hopefully that doesn't keep happening. That's disappointing. I'm sorry about that. Alright. So, we've got the tree, we've got the flowers. All kinds of colorful and fragrant flowers and grasses cover the meadow. Better. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that, Halloween Danger. I appreciate you letting me know. So if this is Irana's piece, and I know it is, because listen to that music. Oh my gosh. So it's tranquil and serene. Then it's time to get some of these flowers for the healer. You take another handful of the lovely, fragrant flowers. You have all the flowers you need. Don't tell me how many flowers I need. There is money to be made here. I have 10 flowers, so it seems like I pick them in groups of 5. Let's go ahead and grab some fruit. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. Nice. By the way, how am I doing stats-wise? Intelligence and agility are up, stealth is up, health continues to climb, lost a little stamina though. Alright. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately carved. Oof, deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The stone has the words Iranis Peace carved upon the top. There are some runes carved along the side. Right. And, yep, it's such a peaceful place I cannot run or sneak. Have some respect. This is for walking only. Now, hopefully that guy is not still waiting out here. I'd be willing to fight... oh my gosh! What is this? Ambush! He's waiting for me! Alright, gotta move. Nope. Go this way. I have no idea if he's still after me. He is still after me. Keep moving. Well, he's keeping right up with me. He's, Further! Centaur! Okay. Centaur stops raking as I approach. I feel like I'm safe here. Okay, whew. I am not ready to face him yet. I need to get myself some throwing daggers. And I need to get better at fighting, but I would prefer to not face the brigands straight away. Let's go ahead and drop off some flowers to the healer. Well, what can I do for you this time? It's not the kindest of greetings, is it? I'm creeping up like I'm gonna stab her. Jeez. I can always use flowers from Arana Peace in potion making. Here are your silvers. Thank you. I can always use flowers. Can we talk about that grabbing animation for a second, where she like gathers up the things I'm handing her? That's just great. 7 gold pieces and 20 silver, so I'm making back a little bit of money after the shopping spree I went on. Alright, so we've done one of the healer's quests. We've gotten her some components for spells, and we found her ring. We still need to locate the Baron's kids, we need to deal with Baba Yaga, find the brigand leader. I need to know more about the curse, and to do that, it's mid-morning on day 2. I need to talk to Erasmus. Now, I remember them saying his house was to the east of here, so let's go take a stroll. Sneaking along with my back like that. I should probably see a chiropractor. Oh, a little snow on the ground. All right. Maybe getting close to some mountains. Aha! Well, he's very tall. Far from the frost field fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands as Braugi. Barter with blades clash or bargain with me. Ooh. This dude is like twice my height. From the blue color of his skin and his huge height, you can tell that this is a frost giant. I am so very perceptive. Alright. What bargain? Find me some fruit for to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from Jotunheim, flare of the frost flame. Fetch to me fruits that would fill up my fists. It looks like it would take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. Thanks, narrator. That is useful. It actually takes 50. At no point does the game tell you that. You just have to figure it out through trial and error. But you have to give him 50 fruit. Fortunately, I know a guy who has a daughter who runs a farmer's market stand, so I bet I know where to get some fruit. So you want fruit, huh? High point of harvest, the finest of flavor. Apples or oranges, peaches or pears. Alright, pretty specific. Glow of the frost flame that fills up the night field, a jewel that is flawless, the finest of gems. Boy, you must really want that fruit. Alright. I'm sure you're familiar with the daughter, John. Well, you know, W. Clinton. Yeah, I got nothing. Alright. I got nothing. Alright. This is not Erasmus, though. This is some frost giant named Broggy, so yay, I've been given another quest. Now back to sneaking. A monster just wandered by. You hid in the bushes till it passed. Darn right I did, because I am a sneaking champion. Alright, so let's see. I couldn't go any more north. I had to turn this way. Let's try this. Head back east. Hope we don't get ambushed by a tree. Can we talk about these beautiful background scenes? I love the hand-painted. Oh, more snow. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Oh. The view is awesome from here. It reminds you of Yosemite National Park. Funny, you've never heard anything about the Great Wall of Spielberg before. You'll have to get a new travel agent. A sign appears. It reads, Willkommen auf Zauberberg. Oh, Zauberberg Mountain. That is where the wizard lives. That's where Erasmus is. Another sign appears. It reads, Trespassers will be towed. So bad. Let's go on our way. I really should save again. This game has no autosave. Oh, it moved. Perhaps it's a tower of power. What a great big beautiful sky. Oh, the head wiping animation. It's amazing. You feel as though you just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb! You can see all of Spielberg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There is an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. Stand fast! He who would the wizard see first must answer questions 3. I think I know where this is going. What is your name? King Grant, another reference. I gotta be careful not to accidentally click on one of these. I am Devon. What is your quest? Seek the Holy Grail. I want to be a hero. I mean, it's called Hero's Quest, or it used to be before they changed the name for copyright reasons. What is the thieves' password? I actually have no idea. I wasn't taught that yet. Blue. No, yellow. Exactly. That's right, but that's also wrong. Gotcha. Oh, he's cackling. What did he do to me? Oh, I'm back at the bottom. Man. Alright. Hold on. I gotta save. What is this thieves' password nonsense? I don't know anything about that. No one told me anything about a password. Whoa. Holy cow, my stamina. Oh, did that tire me out? Okay. Let's hold on. We can fix this. I can just after 60 minutes rest, you feel better. Just sit and do some deep breathing exercises. All right. What are we looking at? It's now mid-afternoon. Let's try that again. Oh gosh. Bienvenue à Montmagie. Proceed at your own risk. I hope he doesn't just ask me the same question again, otherwise I'm in real trouble. Perhaps it's a tower of power. It looks a bit like a purple mannequin. I'm back. And that pose! No matter how strong you feel at the bottom of the mountain, you're always more exhausted than the last time when you reach the top. Well, I've only done this twice, so, you know. You don't give up easily, do you? Why is he shouting at me? Grandpa, just press caps lock. You're yelling. Here come your questions. What is your name? Puddin' Dame, ask me again and I'll tell you the same. Devon, what is your quest? Oh, God, well, last time I said I want to be a hero, but I want glory. Who put the aura around the town? Ah, this one I know. In a right peaceful place she made it. Go on in. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. The room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. Is there really a difference between any of those? The wizard must be a real character. Alright, I want to, play with things, but he said not to dally, so let us be on our way. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, so did the rat. Come in and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Ah, best pair in the whole game, right here. Fenris and Erasmus. Oh, no, I clicked outside the thing. I'm redoing that again. Accidentally clicked at the wrong moment instead of just waiting. Bienvenue à Mount Maggie. Proceed at your own risk. Yeah. Up the hill, up the mountain. I can't believe I did that wrong. You're not allowed to leave your chair when you're talking to the wizard. Yeah, it's a purple tower power mannequin. Come on. I can't believe I did that wrong. Oops. There we go. So exhausted that everything hurts. Oh, that's right. I didn't rest. Last time I rested. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Look at me. I'm exhausted. It fell down when I got to the top. Oh, your body can't take much more of this kind of mountaineering. At this point, you envy the gargoyle his job. Yep, I forgot to rest. And you want to be a hero? Can you hear me? You have 3 questions. What is your name? Devon. What is your quest? I want glory. What is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? So you put some deep thought into the question, eh? Esoteric references. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. Okay. Let's try that again. The room is full of odds and ends, a character. He doesn't like when you try and get out of your chair. He teleports you outside of his mountain. Let's see if I can get this right this time. Be very careful about where I click. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and there he goes. Alright. Come in and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Okay. Let's talk. Yes, you are clearly Erasmus. I am a wizard of some renown. Oh, it would be best to wait until he puts down his cup of tea before asking any questions. Well, your tea animation was a little fast. Sorry, I didn't get in there first. What's there to say? For a rat, I'm a really great guy. Although for such a great guy, you're really a rat. What am I, some sort of object? Am I invisible or something that you talk about me behind my back in front of my face? Sheesh, no respect. Hello, friend. Stay a while and listen. Every game or work of fiction has to have the wise old, person who helps you out. It's hard to take anyone very seriously who wears such a ridiculous hat. Ooh, you really want to throw stones like that, Erasmus? Because your hat's it's a little funky. Whoa! Oh, I didn't see what it was. I think he's telling jokes. You're right. No cow has more than 4 legs. These are too easy. Oh, what? I know a cow that has more than 4 legs. Ugh. If magic be the lute of life, play on. The quote was music, not magic, and it was food, not loot. How about magic makes the world go round? Money makes the world go round. Oh, very well then. To put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician, not wizard. Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt. Why is that? Because newts can't talk. Neither can most rats. Well, he's got you there. Okay, alright. I need to know about Baba Yaga, and I need to know about the curse. You're kind of exhausting, Erasmus. Baba Yaga is good at curses and shape-changing spells. She has a nasty temper, and she doesn't believe in safe hex. No. So it's best to stay on her good side. You have to watch her. She cheats at cards. So do you. She started it first. Besides, I wanted her to get a taste of her own medicine. Shame she still beats you. I love the sense of, the magic users getting together. Good or evil, it doesn't matter. Right, Slytherin and Gryffindor just playing cards, but cheating. The curse Baba Yaga placed upon Baron von Spielberg was a fine example of creative cursing. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this the curse I now demand. Yeah, we've heard this before. What I will shall come full measures, so shall she lose. Oh, James Soros Rex is now following. Thank you very kindly for the follow. I appreciate it. So shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Of course, the problem is that for every curse, there is an equal and opposite counter-curse. Now you're talking, Erasmus. Tell me about this, because we need to get a way forward here. Oh, gosh, I missed another joke. I'm terrible at this. No? Time to get a new door. Oh, that's the punchline. I missed the question. Tell me about counter-curses. A counter-curse is a cure for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter-curse for the curse of the Baron goes, come a hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the cursor from the land. That is a pretty specific set of tasks there for me to accomplish. So to break a curse, a hero must get rid of Baba Yaga, in addition to all the other things. It does not reflect well on Baba Yaga. Nothing reflects well on that ogress. She has a face that would break anything but a magic mirror. Oh? Don't just drop something like that and not tell me more. There are many types of magic mirrors. One of the most common types is the one that has a strange face popping up every so often. Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom. That's not magical. No, but it does have a strange face peering from it whenever you are in the room. Hey-oh! Fenris is cold-blooded. At any rate, I used to have a nice magic hand mirror I misplaced around here somewhere. It could be used to reflect a spell back upon the caster. So if you happen upon a small golden magic mirror with a dragon handle on it, you'll know it's mine. It was the flagon with the dragon. The mirror had a leer. Oh, that's right. Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells. Oh, good, so that'll help me differentiate it from all the other mirrors with faces on them. Alright. Oh, shoot. Was I supposed to ask more about the magic mirror? I can't remember which came first. Yeah, free the man from in the thing, do the thing, nothing reflects well. Okay, I already did ask about the magic mirror. Phew! I was afraid I was missing something important. Never met her. I only built this vacation home here a century ago. Okay, so she's been dead a while. That does get retconned in later games. Hirana has a nice little magic meadow in her name northwest of here. Pretty respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town is fairly good, but I believe she's missed a few places. You're just jealous because the only thing named after you was a soft drink. I thought that Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle Root Beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. Ridiculous. Erasmus. Erasmus is my familiar. Isn't that the other way around? Familiar is my Erasmus? Well, I've always found Erasmus to be overly familiar. No, I mean, aren't you my familiar? All these years and you still don't know. I so enjoy these two. Something else. Oh, right, because there's a magic user among the brigands. Let's get some info. They're supposed to have a warlock working with them. From what I've seen, he's more of a nincompoop than a necromancer. He laughs too much when he casts his spells. That's because his jokes are funnier than yours. The only thing I've seen the brigand warlock cast is sneezing powder. Huh. Isn't that the vampire who fell in love with throats? No, that's a necromancer. A necromancer is a magic user who has a rather unsavory relationship with corpses. Does that mean a necromancer has ghoul friends? It means a necromancer is someone who deals with the undead. Canasta with cadavers and spades with shades, eh? These two are ridiculous. Oh, he's drinking his tea again. I sense another joke is coming. Nope. This time that one. Alright, actually, that's it. Oh, do you know what's big, purple, and eats ungefähr Lichtding? No. Big purple. Oh my gosh, this guy is just the worst. Are all too common in the forest these days. Insane. Alright, I'm leaving. Cast me away. Not in my house, you don't. Thank you. Because I was, if I had to climb back down that mountain, I think I was going to die. Oh, alright. Let's go ahead. So we've got some new things now. We know we're on the lookout for a magic mirror. And, back to sneaking. We're looking for fruit for the frost giant. We still haven't found Baba Yaga's hut yet. We gotta find the kids. We know there's a counter curse. There's a way to reverse the curse. Alright. I'm almost out of tea. Oh, I'm pathfinding. I'm stuck. That's not a direction I can go. That's why. I swear I've done this before. Alright. Here we go. Oh, it's a goblin. How are we doing on stamina? 3! I will literally die if I try to fight him, so we're gonna sneak off. That's a shame, because I actually am looking for some weak goblins to fight, but that is a great way to get dead. How are we doing? It's mid-afternoon on day 2. Alright, so I still need to go back into town. I need to see the other side of town, and I haven't visited the inn yet, because I spent the first night in the stables for free, maximizing my utility. There's no reason I shouldn't sneak. Keep building up that skill. I'm already above like 60 of 100, so keeping it going. I love to just, look both ways as if there's anything going on in this town. Ooh, I smell apples as I approach this corner. That is good to know. Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruit or vegetables? Why, yes, I would. As if I wasn't already know. Sure, this is Hildy, daughter of Heinrich Ferdinand, the farmer. My father is a fine farmer. We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time. Then you would see many fruits and vegetables. Sorry, I'm only in town for a short while. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it. But perhaps next year. Oh, well, I don't think I'm going to be back, but we'll see what happens. All right, so tell me about this. Tell me about these things you have. This is where I sell things from my farmers. Oh my gosh, how many degrees do I have? This is where I sell things from my father's farm. Something else. Vegetables. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They are very good for you. And we also have some apples. Oh, tell me more about these apples. There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver since they are so small. Well, I'm going to need quite a few, so let's go ahead and buy the apples. You carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay her a silver piece. 10 more makes 20, 30, 40, 50 apples! 5-0. Hopefully the game didn't bug out and I have the correct amount of apples. 50 apples! 7 gold and 15 silver. How am I doing on weight? 39 pounds of equipment supplies. I can carry 47, so yeesh. Alright. I'm running out of space in my inventory. I gotta get stronger. Oh, the dry goods store. Well, don't mind if I do. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there's a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Does he ignore me well enough to help myself to some things? Oh, now he noticed me. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't notice you come in. Ma, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. I'm just lucky, I guess. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Well, I'm kind of a noob, so I actually don't have a whole lot, but tell me about what you have. Unfortunately, I only carry standard weapons and equipment. He has daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday he'll have magical items, though. Well, I could use some daggers, so that's good news. Tell me about your daggers. Ah, the use of the dagger is a most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. Okay. Oh, he sells food. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go. So this is one of the things I always loved about this game, because you have to manage all of these systems that you can't necessarily check in any way. Like, you have to manage your food, because your character gets hungry. You have to sleep at night. Like, if you try and go without sleeping for too long, your character will just, like, fall over dead. And it was one of the things that I sort of missed. This game's just going to keep moving along if I don't pause it. I sort of missed with modern games, open world things, is that you literally never need to do any of this. You never need to eat. I mean, games like Skyrim or Fallout, you can eat, and they provide all sorts of bonuses for you. But there's no actual reason to. Like, you will never die of hunger. And you don't have, like, energy per se. Like, okay, maybe you have stamina so that you can do power attacks and things like this, but day and night cycles become irrelevant because you never need to sleep. Right? I can get up in Skyrim and start walking and walk for days and never have a problem. And I appreciate that some games have started adding back in some of these elements in the form of, like, survival modes. So, like, you can play Fallout but with survival. The only problem is it seems like the pendulum has now swung so far in the opposite direction that it's literally all you do. Like, you have to eat thousands of calories a day and spend so much time looking for a safe place to sleep that that's pretty much all you do. And look, I'm a sucker for games that let you have this sort of realism element. but I want that balance between actually being able to still play the game versus managing my sleep and food cycle. W. Clinton says, no, you can't. I think he's yelling at me about Skyrim. Well, yeah, so when no, it's one of those things that, like, along with the sort of like instant pathing to your objective, it's one of those things that I feel so sort of missing in more modern games. But also, like, I understand that can get very tedious for a lot of people. As much as an encumbrance system can weigh down a game and having to carefully balance what you keep in your backpack or your inventory, having to think about, like, where am I going to sleep tonight? It's just one more thing to have to deal with. But for me, when I play these old point-and-click games, it really helps my immersion. I feel like I get into it more. Because if I choose to just fall asleep outside, I will not wake up. Something will kill me. It's guaranteed. All right, so let's see. He mentioned daggers. He's mentioned rations. Let's get some stuff. First, let's buy a dagger. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. Now let's see what that did to my weight. Speaking of encumbrance systems, 41 pounds and 47 pounds. Okay. I could also do with a spare flask or two. 2 silvers. Hopefully the flask doesn't weigh very much. Okay, good. What is the flask worth? Oh, 1/10 of a pound. Okay, let's get 2 of those. All right. Got any other important information for me? Casper. Thanos' tunic for sale. We have a couple of assorted items here on the. It's the Matador's red cape, recently repaired after he waved it in front of a minotaur. Oh, jeez. Caspar the Adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. Oh, this book? It's about an adventurer who is trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Oh. Okay. Maybe I should save. That reminds me. Dr. Riley steals things. There we go. All right. Thank you for letting me creep around your shop. Do. You see a nicely furnished living room through the window. Interesting. Okay. Ba-bum. Da-dum. All right. What do we have here? The building looks old, dark, and a little seedy. The sign above the door depicts a beer stein. Well, I'm never one to say no to a brew. Let us go check out the inn. The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar is sticky with beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome, right? Scabbity-babbity-boop-ba-ba. Alright, so anything interactable in this world is automatically mine. So I see something clickable. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. Jamesaurus Rex, this beat slaps. Damn right. B, he's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. So B has been writing to B. Chatting up your local bartender is usually... Whoa, gosh, nice haircut. It's usually a great way to gain information. This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to stupid questions? Get out! Alright. So it's not exactly the nicest bar ever, but... What was the name of that place outside of Towers? I'm getting a very distinctive Elmira vibe from this one. Why can't I think of the name of the bar that we all used to go? Oh, the Branch! Thank you, dear! This has got real strong branch vibes all over it. It's sticky, it's unclean, and I don't feel welcome. W. Clinton, the branch office, thank you. Alright, well, tell me about your drinks. Ale, 1 silver. Troll's Sweat, 5 silvers. Dragon's Breath, 25 silvers. Take your pick. Oh. You don't have like a single malt or something like that? Like, what about a nice cider? You know, I bet you could buy Farm Fresh Valley ciders from Henrik this Centaur. You could do it as fine. Let's get a beer. I would even want to drink Cold Sweat. One well-aged house brew coming up. There you go. This tastes as sour as it smells and burns your throat as you swallow it. Still, it isn't the worst beer you've ever drunk. Oh, gosh. Is he any more chatty than that? Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? I'm assuming that nice guy is Crusher. He doesn't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Just creep around here. The butcher is wearing a blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in this game. They seem to be using old maid cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. Alright, so wait, who is this degenerate now? So this is where the barber has lunch. This guy's had so much to drink, he looks embalmed. This goon looks really tough and mean. He's not someone you'd want to fight. The goon seems to be ignoring you. What's the password? Okay, alright. That sounds like that could be dialogue from, like, Angels with Dirty Faces. Say, nice day for Moida. What's the password? So there is the Thieves Guild, and I gotta get past him. Akta Lieber, Schweinhund, Antwerp. I was asked the password earlier. I still haven't learned it. Deutschmark. As you ask him questions, the goon's eyes darken. Ooh, alright. Rather than blindly guessing, why don't we just not come back when we have more information? I don't feel like having my ass kicked. It's dark, but there seems to be someone in here. Oh, well, here we go. I was told to avoid dark places, but since when do I ever listen? This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl for you. Does this seem like the optimal place to go begging? I mean, you're really down a one-way off of a side street. Alms? Alms for the poor. Alright. A thin man with very patched clothing holds out an empty bowl. It's the standard beggar's bowl every beggar is issued when he graduates from an accredited beggar's school. I don't know why I find that so funny. Will he talk to me? Silver for the poor, gold for the poor. Alright, why not? Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town, since the brigands started scaring away all the trade. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay. And don't go out at night. Alright, so you got... now he's chatty. Alright, so tell me why not at night? What's going on? I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell on Spielberg so that it glows at night. Now the only people out late are the thieves. Go on. And out of town, man. You don't dare be out there without a light when the sun goes down. The night gaunts will get you. And that is what keeps you from dying. Or that is what kills you. That is what keeps you from living if you fall asleep outside of town. I'm not usually bothered by them, since I don't have much to steal. They are around, though. It's not safe to sleep in the streets at night. Outside you get eaten, inside you get robbed. Wow, sounds like a real nice place. My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the path clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms for the poor. Alms. I'm your only meal ticket, buddy. There's no one else around. Understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out, tourists coming and going. Perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. What do you know about them? Rumor has it someone smart took over, organized them, trained them, that sort of thing, maybe. Nowadays, no one's safe outside of town. Up to that time, the brigands were just pains. Dumb guys who sometimes tried to beat up traders outside of town. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. All right. Thank you, Sam. A word of warning to you. Don't drink the dragon's breath. I had no intention, but thank you for that. Mid-afternoon on day 2. Alright, so I got a little time. It's not nighttime yet. Have I recovered any of my stamina? Okay, good, I have. Got a little bit of stamina back. Stealth is up to 71! I'm so sneaky! I'm so sneaky. This is phenomenal. Y'all can't see me. You can't hear me. You don't know anything about where I am. This is great. And that's out of 100, so all this creeping around town like a totally normal person is paying off. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, wait, I haven't been to the inn. I should go talk to the innkeeper. I was told to do that. Welcome. Whoa! Khajiit has gifts if you have coin. Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin at your service. May you find what you seek here. Well, he's rather dashing. And he's grooming himself! Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shima. Sheldon was his name? Oh, where is Sheldon? I haven't seen him at all tonight. They're totally ignoring me. Stupid cats. I love them, but why won't they come and be on the stream? If I know anything about the internet, it's that cats get viewers. They're much more interesting than I am. All right. So, name is the 4th item down, but I feel like that's always a great starting place when you're meeting someone new for the first time. Tell me about your name. I am Shamin, a poor unfortunate, forced to seek a fortune in this cold land, far away from my homeland and my Kata people. We live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. And the other thing I love about this series was they very much were planning ahead. And so each game contains Easter eggs and references to other locations in the overall world of Gloriana. And so this is not the first time that people have been talking about the South. The pterosaurs come from the South. Sam the beggar is thinking about heading south, and now we have Shamin the Kata from Shapir in the south. So here we go. All right. Tell me about that merchant that got robbed. My friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. Ah, okay. I'll have to go and come back. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth and mine own when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this cold, wet land. Oh, heartbreaking. I know little about them except they must be wealthy now. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. All right. Tell me about the inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shima and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. Now that is a gracious host. That is Hospitality 101. Also, again, these hand-painted backgrounds. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. I just absolutely love it. All right, so let's see here. Mid-afternoon, I will come back at supper time so I can meet this merchant and stamp like this because I'm a hero, aspiring hero. Oh, got my back problems back. Da, 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 da. Let's go outside. Gotta kill a little time before dinner. So I haven't been back east and I haven't been south. Let's take a walk down the road. Do, 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 do. Pretty path here in the forest, walking along. Oh, all right, a little bit of snow. We know that there's mountains on the eastern side of the map, so here we go. Oh, roadblock. It appears that a recent avalanche has sealed off the road leading out of the valley. So I'm stuck here. Oh, well, that was refreshing. Let's go back this way. There seems to be a fox north of the road. Help me, brave and kind hero. And like all normal foxes, it speaks perfect English. My foot is caught in this trap. If I had hands like you, instead of paws, I could free myself. Please help me, brave and kind hero. Well, I mean, it's tough to argue with that logic. Why not? You spring the trap. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays to be polite, even to rude people. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta for now, be seeing you. W. Clinton, give him a saw and be on your way. You know, I didn't buy any saws from the dry goods salesman. What was I thinking? So, okay, not only has the Baron's daughter been kidnapped by whatever flew over the castle walls 10 years ago, but she's now been enchanted. And there is a way to break the enchantment, but I have to talk to the Dryad. My to-do list is getting bigger, and I have nowhere to check for that. So, all right, let's see here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean, can I do anything else with the trap? You can't do much with that. Okay, well, that answers that. Oh, sunset approaches on day 2. Well, let us return home. Abdullah should be waiting for us at the inn. Oh, guess the sheriff isn't around once darkness starts to fall. Interesting. Ooh. I mean, if I remember correctly... Oh, I already clicked on something. Locked out. But if I remember correctly, pick-locking was one of my skills. And I'm going to have to start practicing at some point. Oh, there's a guy. The merchant is a rather fat man with a small mustache and beard. He wears a turban. That's the only relevant information you need to know. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Big stretch, big stretch. Oh, it is indeed a sad and dangerous time we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. You got a pretty big old jewel in your turban there, buddy. You seem like you're doing okay. Oh. Oh, cattle what? Here comes Shima. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? Oh. Tell me about what you have. We have a very good stew of newborn lamb, along with honey chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal. Oh, coffee. Other. Do you wish food or drink? Other. You know, it pays to be polite. Pays polite. We're just going to go ahead and offer to buy a meal. Ooh. Gladly will I allow you to buy me a meal, O prince among heroes. Shima, prepare for me the feast of 6 Horus. I am willing to wait. Should that be hours? What is a Horus? Your kindness overwhelms me. I can tell you will someday be a great hero. You're not one now, but someday you will be amazing. Thanks, Abdullah. Now you will have a secret. Among the items they stole from me was a magic rug. I alone know the words to command it. Oh. If you help recover my treasure, I will take you, Shamin and Shima, back to our land by way of flying carpet. Shapir needs powerful healers too. I smell a sequel. Fine. A meal. There's no need. You're not hungry. Not hungry? I feel like I haven't eaten in a day and a half. What's my inventory? Oh, I've been scarfing down food rations. Okay. Buy myself a drink. You caffeine addicts are all alike. She has a tail. Off she goes. All right. So we're waiting for a thing here. I am Abdullah Du, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, Aben, and former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. 2 weeks ago I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I can dream quite a bit. I, Abdullah Du, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by the brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. That does suck. All right, hold on. So you got first-hand glimpse at these people. Let's get all the info we can. The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. I am a sneeze, father of Achu. Bless you. Well, Erasmus did say that the only thing he had seen the warlock use was sneezing powder, so that seems to track. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though, so we know that the leader wears a cloak and a great helmet, has a high-pitched voice, and is compassionate towards the town people. And is apparently a tactical genius. The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. That's a tough break. Oh my gosh, they actually have a timer for preparing the meals. She doesn't just run to the back and grab it. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Like I literally was able to have a conversation while she got the stuff. I only ordered coffee. The beverage goes down smoothly and well. Oh god, we're starting the music over. Here she comes. Permit me to clear the table. Okay, something else. Tell me about your friends. Even though they too lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shima are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. Ah, Shapir, beautiful sands, a beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and ifrits who seek to drive all men and katas from the land. Foreshadowing for the sequel. But I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. He is pretty melodramatic, and I think we are going to get along great, because I feel the same way whenever I have the slightest inconvenience. Can't find a book I was using? It is the end of my life as I know it. Alright, that's probably enough from each of you. And now that I'm all caffeined up, and it is sunset approaches. How am I doing stamina-wise? Let's go outside. Let's rest for a little bit. Sunset's still approaching. Can I rest again? I'm too impatient to rest right now. Ugh. Because, let's see. Pick locks is a skill, and compared to my stealth, it sucks. So, it seems like the streets are empty. What if I was to get a little practice in? It doesn't work. Oh, I think the sun's going down. Screen's getting a little darker. This door is locked. It doesn't work. Do I have to wait for it to be completely night? The night is still young on day 2. Picking the locks looks a lot easier in the instruction book. But I'm getting some experience in it, right? Okay, good. Yes, picking locks. Good. Picking locks looked a lot easier in the instruction book. The lock is open. Oh, boy. Oh gosh, I'm clicking things. There is a covered bird cage on the stairs and a knitting basket near the couch. Oh gosh. Oh, I wasn't expecting to be able to get in. Well, I mean, I am playing as the thief, and the save is literally called Dr. Wily Steals Things. Okay. The house cat seems harmless, but strangely restless. The knitting bag is decorated on the outside with knitted figures. The little old lady must do knitting when she's not asleep. Okay. Also loving the music here. It's very cat burglar-like. Let's see what we can get. A string of pearls seems to have fallen into the bag among the knitting. You take the pearls, of course. The knitting you can do without. Alright, so we got some pearls. Let's see here. I can't see anything. My sprite is completely in the way. Looks like there's a purse. In the purse you find 20 silvers and soiled hankies. I take the silvers. Good. Let's leave the hankies where they are. I find 3 silvers that have gotten caught in the cracks. Always check the couch. Always check the couch. You never know what's going to be in there. The chest is filled with old quilts, doilies, and sweaters 5 sizes too large for anyone to wear. You really don't want any of them, so you close the chest again. Check one more time. Okay, nothing in there. You find a single silver in one of the desk drawers. You find nothing else of any value to you. The silver candlesticks. Now we're talking. Wait a minute. How am I doing? This is a lot of stuff to be carrying around. 43 of 47. Oof. Alright, well fortunately I've been eating my rations, so that's going to take some weight off. So there's what's this? There's an assortment of plastic fruit on the old wooden table, huh? Anything under? Can't do much with that. Can't do much with that. Can't do much with that. The bird cage is on a tall brass stand. There's a cover draped over it to keep the bird warm and quiet. I mean, it seems like Thievery 101 to not bother the bird, right? Should we bother the bird? I think we should bother the bird. Let's see what happens here. Chirp, chirp, oh, dear God. You hear a voice from upstairs saying, "Kitty, you'd better not be bothering the little birdie again." Who would think a little birdie could be so noisy? You quickly cover the cage and hope the bird shuts up. Alright. I think we have everything we... Oh, wait. What about the children? Can't do much with that. Can I take the oil lamp? What about the plant? I feel like this is a bad idea. Stairs lead to an upstairs room where she is. I'm a robber, not a home invader killer, so let's not kill the old lady. Okay. Dr. Riley steals things. 8. Ooh. So now I've got a bunch of stuff that I don't have a way to turn into money yet. I need to get access to that Thieves Guild. I need to be able to fence these items. I was originally going to play till about 9. It's after 9 right now, but I'm out and about on the town, and I'm stealing things, so who could possibly walk away? Oh, the door is bolted. Right, and that was a nicely decorated house. Let's try our little lockpick here and see what happens. Sneaking along. Picking locks looked a lot easier in the instruction book. Yes, it did. Picking locks looked a lot easier. And at least there's no lock-picking minigame. I can't stand those. Oh, that is such a staple of modern adventure games, and they drive me crazy. Like, either let me break in or don't, but don't make me play something else. The night is still young. And you're so beautiful. Picking locks. Wow. I've practically doubled my lock-picking skills. Picking locks. This lock does not seem to want to budge. Is there anything down here I can steal? Oh boy. I feel it coming. Oh, that was a sneeze and a half. Excuse me. You see light glinting from something shiny in the alley, but you can't make out what it is. Strange light coming from a dark alley in the middle of the night. Let's go investigate. Oh, shoot, I clicked too fast. I see a glint from here. Oh, whoa! That coin light spell gets him every time. Wow, what an amazingly specific spell. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak there your cash, and you walk out of here. You think that's his birth name? It's a simple trade. Your life for your money. So I'm taking... This man may be smiling at you, but he doesn't seem very friendly. His florid face tells you that this thief is a regular at the Aces and Eights Tavern. I mean, I'm part of the game, guys. You mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? Here I thought we were finally going to make some money. Tell Crusher that the password is Schwertfish. He's in the tavern. Now go before I forget that you made the sign and I make you pay anyway. Thank you. It's nice to meet a fellow thief. Excuse me, pardon me, it's just I'm going to sneak right past you there. Thank you. That's professional courtesy. Thieves don't steal from thieves. That's just a nice way to treat one another. Alright. What's the password? Schwertfish. Oh. What the heck? Did he knock over something? Oh. This dark, seedy place is less than you expected of a thieves' guild. You feel uneasy about the sinister mood here. The man seated by the table greets you with a scowl. Crusher in his usual amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks behind that massive door. Beginners! Why do they keep giving me beginners? That walking animation while complaining is fantastic. I tell you, Crusher, that a thief of my stature and abilities should be stuck in a podunk town besieged by brigands who aren't even union members is the height of injustice. The Thieves Guild is unionized. It will cost you 25 silvers to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door. If you don't have the cash, go steal some. Oh. My. Oh. You can call me Boris. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the Guild. Thief CFO! Our very special items are reserved for our guild members. No scabs allowed. They're really, really leaning into the union angle here. Alright. Talk to me. What do you... Oh gosh, I keep going past the lips. Stop it! There we go. Mumble, overwork. No control. Oh, I'm trying to talk to myself. Now talk to him. The Thieves Guild will cost you 25 silvers. You will need a license to use any of our services. Gosh. Welcome to the Thieves Guild Union, Local 1313. Oh my gosh. I even have a certificate. You have one Thieves Guild license. So wait, does that mean that I can fence stuff now? Let's see now. Deducting the guild cut, allowing for resale markup. That comes to 100 silvers. That's great. Here you are. Oh, now we're starting to make some actual cash. 500 silvers for the pearls. Boy, that beats the like 3 silvers I took out of her couch. 64 gold pieces. This is why you become a thief, because this money is going to pay for food. It's going to pay for daggers. It's going to fund my night stay at the inns. This is the money needed to be a successful adventurer. All right? If you don't have it, steal it. All right. Anything else to fence? No. But there was something else to buy. A proper toolkit. There you are. Alright. One thief's toolkit. Alright, that's going to be more efficient than my lockpick. Wow. He's just filling up that thing. I am known as the Chief. Hiya, Chief. Where else but here can one mingle freely with others of our chosen profession, sharing tips and secrets? Where else can you safely fence stolen items? Where else can you ask questions like these and not be thrown into jail? The guild is truly your home away from home. Well, now that I've got a proper toolkit, I'm going to go back out and see if I can rob that other house. And once that's done, I think we will call it a night. But we will come back to this because, gosh, I so enjoy this game. I don't play as the thief very often, though. I tend to go for the fighter in order to try and become a paladin. Oh, Halloween Danger is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind. I tend to go fighter to paladin route because the paladin has really fun abilities that come into play later on. And it's tough to be honorable as the thief. They just sort of don't go hand in hand. Not that I don't do good things for the people around me, right? But I also help myself in the process. So let's try our proper tools on ye old stucco door. Oh, first try. Boom. Nailed it. The lock is open. Swanky. The people who own this house must have some money. Everything looks new. There's not a speck of dust visible. The room smells vaguely of sauerkraut and bratwurst. With just a faint odor of smoke from pine wood. From somewhere in the house you can hear someone snore. You are getting tired. See, there's the sleep mechanic. I don't have a way to actually measure it, but the game tells me I'm getting tired. So let's conduct our thieving for the night and then go to bed. Alright. I see a little candlestick here. Oh, the candelabra. Forgive me. What was I thinking? In the desk drawers is an assortment of mostly worthless objects, but I find 3 silvers. I'll take them. Gotta check the plan. Even if it's a valuable 50-year-old Sego palm, it's much too big to fit in your pack. You take the vase carefully from the mantle and place it gently on the floor. By lifting the painting, you can see what must be a safe hidden in the wall. Cracking safes looked a lot easier in the instruction book. Cracking safes looked a lot easier in the instruction book. Use tools on the safe. It doesn't work. Oh, just... Oh gosh, it's the sheriff's house! Now you've done it. It's hard to be a hero when you're locked up for breaking and entering, or entering and breaking, as the case may be. Be a little more intelligent and a lot more quieter if you ever try something like this again. Oh, I made too much noise trying to open the safe. Okay, so I clearly need to upgrade my lockpicking skills before I go back to that house, because I want what's in that safe. I want whatever is in there. But this is good, because as of my last save, I had robbed my first house, I had fenced a bunch of stuff, I had the money. Now it's time to get more money so that I can fund my heroing activities, because we've got Baron's daughters to free, we've got the Baronet to find, we've got to drive out Baba Yaga, I need to find the magic mirror, I still haven't talked to the Dryad, and the worst part is I'm probably not going to remember all of this the next time I come back. But I think that's all for me for tonight. So thank you everyone who came along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. I could replay these games endlessly. They're so much fun to me. But I think getting caught and thrown in jail and given time to think about the error of my ways is a nice stopping point. Oh my gosh, just ridiculous. All right. Well, thank you all. Have a lovely night, and I will be back next week.